Hey everybody, this video is about how to transform your life with a very simple visioning exercise. Maybe you've done some vision boards in the past, or you've written out an account of your ideal day. All of that is perfect. I'm just going to talk you through the steps of perhaps a new way to do it and some reflective questions to take forward. This whole exercise will probably take about 15 to 30 minutes. So the first step that I want you to do is connect with your heart. And it's important to connect with the heart because we're going to, of course, use the head and the mind to work things out. But we don't want the head to lead this exercise. We want your heart to lead the exercise. So if that means just bringing focused awareness to your heart, imagining that's the light of you that shines, the eternal part of you, the wise one, the kindest one, your best self, your true self, your higher self, all of that sits in your heart space, and just give a little love and focused awareness to the heart because the heart is actually driving this exercise. The next part is we're going to zoom you forward in time. And again, let the heart choose how much further in time you'd like to go. Would you like to see yourself in 1 year from now, in 2 years from now, maybe 5 years? How about 10 years? Choose whatever feels most resonant for you. And then we're going to journey forward in time. And again, from your heart, I'd like you to imagine the biggest, boldest, most audacious vision that you could have for your life in that future moment in time. And I'd like you to, one, dream as if your life depends on it, and create every detail as if your life depends on it. And I'm going to talk you through some reflection questions that will help you. I like to write these out, so either type them out or you can handwrite. If you prefer a voice memo or, of course, to create a vision board or to do this in multiple modes, that is wonderful. As we go through these questions, if you'd like to pause the video, you're welcome to, and write some notes as we go. All right, so in that future moment in time, I'd like you to wake up in your bed feeling very rested and envision yourself in this home where you live. What does the home look like? What does it feel like? What does it feel like to be in your bed? Who's next to you? What are the sights, sounds, smells around you? And put as much detail and vibrance into that description as possible. And now take me forward in your day and start to describe, what does your day look like? How do you spend your time? Whether there's work time, what is the dream vision for that work? And what about your relaxed time? What's the vision for your hobbies and your fun and your relaxation? Next, consider, how do you take up space in the world? What are you creating and what are you sharing? Then describe the most beautiful vision that you have for yourself in relationship. So relationship with a potential partner or the partner that you have, your family, your friends, community, neighbors, and the world. Just describe that in as much detail as you can. Then describe your relationship with money. If you'd like, you could put down how much money you have, how are you spending it, how are you sharing it, and what are you doing with your money. And then describe the ideal vision for your health and for your body. So you might even describe the kinds of clothes that you're wearing, how you feel in your body, the kind of movement that you do, and even the things that you eat. And lastly, think about all the things that you've accomplished in that period of time, knowing that you cannot fail. So what are those things that you'd be doing, and what are the things that you'd have already accomplished if you know that you cannot fail? Once you have the vision down, I like to read it through. Again, if you've written it down, maybe read it out loud to yourself, and then trust the vision. This is really important. Trust that everything that you've dreamed up, this future vision of yourself, is like a seed that's planted in you, and that the desires that are within your heart are in fact your destiny. Now, of course, we're going to talk in other videos about how to make progress towards this vision that you have, but staying connected to the vision is really important. So not letting the naysayer come in quite yet to say that's not realistic or that's never going to happen. Just allowing yourself the space and time to truly dream your ideal future into life. Make it as explicit and detailed as possible. And once you have the vision, thank the vision, because it's something that's inside of you for a reason. About 10 years ago, I did a similar exercise for myself, and I wrote down my vision. And many of the things in my vision made no sense at all, because I saw myself as a writer, I saw myself in New York City, I saw myself doing something called soul coaching, which is something I'd never even heard of. And I put that on a list, and I kept coming back to it. And it's interesting because a couple years later, the direction of my life actually took me to New York City, and I started to write. And I started to write a blog, which I still have today, called New York Minutes. And I'm so grateful that I took the time to get out of the weeds and get out of my kind of tunnel vision and think big, bold, and audacious, because it really took me to places that I never imagined. And the last thing that I'd have you do with this vision is to thank it, and to thank the vision as if it's already happened. This is the magic of manifestation. You can believe that it's already happening, that you are living the life of your dreams, that you're waking up in that bed in the most beautiful home, experiencing all the fulfillment that you wish to experience, and be grateful for that. Just be grateful that you're here to be able to take a breath and to do this exercise. Thank you for watching. By the way, I would love to have you sign up for my newsletter so you can hear about all of my upcoming events. My newsletter is at New York Minutes, that's plural.org. That's where I worked on the blog. And although I don't live in New York anymore, it's still New York Minutes. They say that a New York minute is time that it takes for the light to turn green and the person behind you to honk. That's a New York minute. All right. Have a great day. Let me know how this goes for you in the comments, and I hope to see you soon.